this year we were told that we did not have the numbers in our classroom for next year to stay open, despite the fact that we did have enough students that were going to stay in my classroom, and we had enough students that were going to be coming to my classroom in order to make the 12 students needed to keep my classroom open.
We were informed about the classroom being shut down on back to school night or report cards night, and we were doing that. We were talking, and Ms. Gullick says, well, you know, Monica might not be coming here next year because they're saying that they're shutting down our classroom. And that's when I was like, no way, it's not going to happen. So I directed myself to my principal, Ms. Acosta, and asked her, Ms. Acosta, what can I do? Who can I speak with? She gave me names and numbers to the district, which I started calling and calling and calling and trying to get an answer, trying to get back to me. I couldn't get an answer, I couldn't get them back to me, but it got to the point, I think, that they got tired of my phone calls, and they did get to an answer to Ms. Acosta saying that we were going to have a meeting here at the school.
When the parents and Mr. Prieto asked me to be a part of that meeting, my son is not in the class, in the restricted class, but my son is special ed, but I still felt the passion that these parents, you know, were speaking. And I just felt that my presence alone, my testimony, being in that room would make a difference, my voice, to support them, because we are a family in this little school of 320 kids. We all support one another when it comes to reaching out to each other.
Well, you know, I'm very much of a team player with my district, and you know, we follow all of the curriculum, we follow all the rules, and that's the way it works. However, when I saw that they were going to take away our special ed class, that really concerned me. I understand the needs of the district, but I also know, for me, that my students' needs are more important. And this is an excellent classroom where I've really seen kids with special needs progress. And that's really what I'm here about. My job really is to keep a safe environment, a clean environment, an environment where children want to learn and are learning. So I was really pleased that my parents really came together. They've been a big part of our success, is, you know, just being able to say, Ms. Corzantes, Mr. Prieto, this is what we need, and they go out and get it for us. And what we really needed at that time was that people become aware and see that we really had something to say to the district, and we needed people to be there and speak with the representatives of the district. You know, I spoke with my director, and he was very helpful, and so he arranged a meeting, and we talked about the students. So that's really the basis of everything. It was really about students. It wasn't about the class or the person or the anything. It was more about the needs of, you know, of our 8 kids who are staying in that class and 3 more that will be joining that class. What are their needs? And so we talked to the parents, we talked to the teacher. My director was really helpful in that sense. And, you know, I can't say any more than what Ms. Gullick said, what Mr. Prieto said, what Ms. Corzantes said. You know, Ms. Gullick was very eloquent. She really is able to bring that curriculum to the kids so they're applying it to real life situations, and that's what we want our kids to do. We want them to be thinkers. And this was an opportunity for us to really go into action and do something, and so we did it.
I would suggest to parents that when faced with problems, that they speak up. They speak up to the powers that are in charge. And if they don't feel comfortable doing it by themselves, find somebody that also doesn't agree with what's happening, and go together. And I think, as you will see in this story, that as a team, as everyone came together, we were able to solve a problem. And it became, you know, each individual became stronger as a team. And the stronger the team was, the more power we felt we had. And the more we felt like we could really get the class to stay open. And even the children, you know, they were going home and telling their parents, I don't want the classroom to close. And they were convincing their parent, you need to come to this meeting, or you need to go say something, or you need to make a phone call. So they too became part of the power.
What I say to encourage parents is to unite. Unite as parents, but not only by yourselves, but with your principal, with your teachers, your coordinators. Get everybody involved together as a nice group to where you can stand and say, hey, it's enough. We need to have things change, because it's our children who are the ones that are being affected by not working together.